Billy Donovan has officially spoke out on DeMar DeRozan and how he's been such a veteran to the younger guys on the team, and his play has been so important to the team as of late. Also, Andre Drummond is the starting center while Nikola Vucevic is out of the lineup, and we're going to talk over how he fits well with the team right now, and if that's the right situation going forward. I'm your host, Joey Mercer. This is another episode of Bulls Digest, and before we get into it there today, I just want to say that about 88% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, so if you aren't already subbed to the channel, go down below, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and every time we upload, you'll be notified and you'll stay up to date with the team we all know and love here, the Chicago Bulls. So without further ado, let's get to the first topic of today, and that is Donovan speaks out on DeRozan. So it's no secret that DeMar DeRozan isn't getting any younger, and even when the Bulls first got him, they thought that it was going to be too late for him as he was definitely getting at an advanced age. However, he has been nothing but phenomenal with the Chicago Bulls, and now with Zach Lavine down with an injury, we're seeing another version of DeMar DeRozan. It's not just the iso ball scorer that we've known and loved over the past few years, but he's getting playmaking and really going down to the level of other players and bringing them up to his, which is exactly what you want out of a veteran. The article or the post that we saw on Reddit was posted in the Chicago Bulls subreddit saying, regarding this moment, Billy Donovan called DeMar DeRozan special for the sacrifices he's made, saying DeRozan has stylistically sacrificed to help others play better and always been receptive to what Donovan has asked, such as getting up the court quicker, and Donovan appreciates it. And that's exactly what you want out of a veteran player and a player that makes a lot of money in this league. You don't see all players willing to do that when they've been around for so long, but DeMar DeRozan, that exactly speaks to the type of character that he has, and it's great to see a guy like that on the team. Let's look at actually the stats of DeRozan while Lavine was there versus when he's not there. So we can see the start of the year. This is just up to that Boston game where Lavine got injured and didn't really do much in that contest. And we see DeMar playing 35 minutes a game, putting up 21 points, 3 rebounds, about 5 assists, a steal, and almost a block a game. Only 1 turnover. And you can see he's shooting 45, 36 from 3, and 81 from the free throw line. Now, if we actually fast forward to how he's been playing since Lavine's been out, we looked at he's putting up more points, 24 a game. He's putting up more rebounds at 4.5 and 7 assists. He's also playing now 39 minutes, which needs to be taken into account. But his field goal percentage has gone up on more attempts, more three-point attempts. He's at 37%, and the free throw at 87%. But the thing that I want to focus on the most there is the assists have gone up by 2. So even though it's only 2 points, which is about the same when you think about the minutes, but the assists, that's a big difference. And he's been really getting the younger guys involved and has been willing to kind of let Coby White take the reins on things. This is exactly what you like to see from him. Pat Will, Coby White, DeSumo even at times. You want to see these younger guys getting involved, and DeMar DeRozan have given them the keys to the car, especially Coby White, who has played absolutely phenomenal in the absence of Zach Lavine. So good on DeRozan for that. Now, the next thing we got to talk about today is actually the fit of Andre Drummond as Vooch is out with an injury. We spoke a little bit on this yesterday, but I didn't get too in-depth with how it's going to be with Drummond starting now for the Chicago Bulls. So the second topic being, is Drummond the real deal? So is he the guy that we really want steering the ship right now at center? And I think yes. We don't have any other option, obviously, but Drummond played so good against the Hawks, and I'm hoping he can do the same against the Indiana Pacers later tonight. I think he could definitely put up a nice fight against Miles Turner or Isaiah Jackson even, or if they run small ball with Obi Toppin, it might be a bit of a challenge, but I think Drummond is up for it. He seems so strong-willed right now. The determination is especially there on his end, which leads us into a sports article, which I'll be citing right now. For the past few weeks, the Chicago Bulls have been one of the more intriguing stories in basketball. Following an ugly start, they've managed to turn things around in a big way, surging back into the play-in tournament race, and in their most recent win, big man Andre Drummond took center stage. With Nikola Vucevic out, dealing with a groin strain that could keep him out for over a week, Drummond earned a place in the starting lineup against the Atlanta Hawks on Tuesday night. He finished the game with an absurd 25 rebounds, which is the most since Ben Wallace had 27 in 2006, and it's the second most since 1988. After the performance, Drummond gave some insight into the mindset he constantly plays with. So big night for him, as we did mention, but we didn't mention it's the most since Ben Wallace and the second most since 1988. You can see here him saying, "My mentality is that I'm not a backup," Drummond said via Darnell Mayberry of The Athletic. "I still believe I'm a starter in this league, but the position I'm in now, I take it and play to the best of my ability." So it's good to see that he definitely has the confidence in himself to know that he's still able to start in the league, because he is a former All-Star, of course. But it's also good to see that he's willing to play in whatever role he's given and work his way up and show that he is worthy of that starting gig, which is what you love to see out of a player of Drummond's caliber. Next it says, when asked about what allows him to dominate the glass, Drummond pointed toward his relentless determination. "I just want it more," Drummond said. "I go after each and every one of them. If I can't get it, I still make the attempt. Sometimes they fall my way and sometimes they don't. But the more times I go, the more times I'll get it." And that's just simple. That's not even just a basketball thing. If you attempt to do something more often, there's a chance that you're going to get it to happen more than if you're not going to attempt at all. So that is just obvious. That is common sense on Drummond's behalf, and it's good to see him just putting his foot forward, putting his head down, working hard, and trying to get in there and get every single rebound whenever possible. Next thing we saw, it's important to mention that Drummond now coming to a starting role. Yes, he has put up about 13 and 12 on his career so far, and that's something that isn't to be, swept under the rug. Drummond has been an absolutely phenomenal player in the NBA since he's been in it, and although people do make fun of his free throw shooting or sometimes defensive lapses, he's been a great defensive player metric-wise this season, and it really goes to show the production isn't just at a losing effort so far. When he's putting up big numbers this year, the Chicago Bulls are in a great place to win games. He is another piece to add on to winning. And when he's not the main focal point like he was in Detroit, he can definitely contribute to a winning basketball team, which we've seen over the past few weeks. We're going to talk about more of this, as well as DeMar DeRozan has some trade things around the corner, and lots of rumors there are looming, and the deadline just a little over a month away, so exciting things happening there. We'll bring you lots of content during that time here on Bulls Digest. This has been your host, Joey Mercer, as always. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to go down below, like and comment on the vid, and yeah, we'll hope to see you all in the next one. Subscribe to the channel, so if you turn on that bell for notifications, you know exactly when we'll upload. Some days we do 2 videos, some days we do 1, but we'll keep you up to date with every news that you need to know on the Chicago Bulls. As always, this has been your host, Joey Mercer. Sign off.